To set my intro video. Well, that's all right. I have a new feature where you can set up and permanently make it easier for intro videos.
What is set up in your settings or?
StreamYard has a new feature
Oh,
that you can automatically put intro and exit videos at the end of live streams. You can automatically do it. So you don't got to think about it or anything.
that's cool. I haven't used StreamYard in a little bit.
Yeah, I only do them on Thursday nights now. I'm starting to really like not using StreamYard, believe it or not. I'm starting to like doing these. I think I'll still do them on Thursday nights, but I am starting to like not using StreamYard.
Just another thing to do with StreamYard.
Yeah, I mean it's beneficial, but yeah, it's just another tool in the resource book. So we got 5 people in the house so far, and we'll give it a few more minutes for everybody to start popping in.
Yeah, if you do StreamYard wisely, you don't have to pay for it. Unless you want like up to 2 million people on your live stream talking all at once.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I think 6 is plenty. Plus,
Yeah,
I don't want
James,
to waste $25.
what's going on, James?
James. I was talking about you today, buddy. Was your ears a burning? Was your
Yours
ears
pretty
a
bad.
burning? I was talking about you today, buddy. Lorelai was asking if I'd heard from you in a while. And I said, well, yeah, we just saw him on live the other day. So he's just wanting to make sure that you were doing okay, James. That's all. So he's just checking in on you, wanting me to make sure to know that you were doing okay. So looking at my ads, that's great news, James. Ads suck, but somebody has to look at them. Man, it's hot. It's cold. It's hot. We got a lot we're going to talk about tonight. Filipina Bai in the province is in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're getting our show started tonight, Thursday Night Live. We're going to shout you out a little bit tonight, Filipina. So just hang loose, and we'll try to do the best we can to help you out while we're helping everybody else out. So Tim is in the house. Good evening to the leader of the pack. That's me, by the way. Jack, and I'm sure Tim will say hello to everybody else. James says, yeah, the ads are gone now. I can see you, Dave, and Mr. Jack. Good. You can call him Mr. Jackass.
Filipina.
Kuya, Jack, and Uncle Dave. I am older than all of you guys, so yeah, it kind of makes sense. So it is, where's Tim at? Tim, did I miss something? Tim, I appreciate you being here, by the way. Cheesy Richard says, when you were a kid, what kind of dog did you own? I didn't have dogs. We weren't allowed to have dogs. But I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the asking. So it is Thursday night. It is a little bit after 7. It is horrible weather here. In the morning it's freezing to death cold, like 60 degrees. And then in the day it warms up and we all die. We don't know what we're going to do. We're probably all going to get sick and get colds and die and pass away from weather confusion disease.
Can't do that.
James is saying hello to Tim. Hello, Tim, from James. If you guys noticed, on one of our live streams a while back, I kind of started coming up with these new acronyms for relationships. And so I've scrolled them along the bottom for you guys. We're going to start using these in our everyday language. I put them all over the internet. And I want you guys to embrace this. So here's our new acronyms that we're going to be using in regards to relationships. So I'll let them go there. Cheesy says, have you watched Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know what that is, so no, I haven't watched it.
Cartoon, like an anime, that type of deal. Back in the day,
Well, back in the day, what do you mean, like Pie the Sailor Man?
'90s, like I think mid '90s,
Mid
early
'90s,
mid.
I was teaching. That's not mid '90s. I was teaching college. I wasn't watching cartoons. Come on. No, I never heard of it. I heard of Ren and Stimpy. I used to go to some Ren and Stimpy parties. I got.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys know what those are. Anybody know what a Ren and Stimpy party is?
I've never heard of Ernest Party, but I used to watch the cartoon. They had comic books.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy parties were mainly in the early '90s. A lot of fun, a lot of drugs. I'm not saying
And
I never did drugs. What I'm saying is those parties are designed around drugs. Tim has given us an update from the Philippines and some crazy weather too. Typhoon Julian came through last weekend and now it's coming through as a tropical storm. Okay. We have another big one coming this way also. We're coming towards Florida. We have all kinds of crazy crap going on weather wise, country wise. All hell's breaking loose throughout the world. So it's been a crazy day here in America. Crazy day. Somebody's Tim. Oh, sorry. Right now we have dash hounds or wiener dogs or dachshunds, however you want to call them. They're the long ones that are long like this and low to the ground. James is saying hello to Tim and concerned about the hurricane. So right now we got another big one coming up towards Florida. They're saying now the other day they're saying it could hit anywhere from Texas to Miami, but now they've narrowed it down to where it might be going towards the shaft of Florida, Tampa, and that area. And it does that. That's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. Because that means it go right across the state of Florida. It only takes you a couple of hours to get across Florida. So it can blow right through and back out in the water. The only problem is sometimes when they go across Florida from the Gulf like this, they go out and they come back and hit the Carolinas.
Mhm.
But Cheesy Richard, thank you for being here. Did you give us a thumbs up, by the way? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And super chats are open. They are hot and ready to go. Remember, we are trying to raise $3.5 million. And without Dennis's help, we would still be trying to raise
'99.
$3,499,999. So we're getting close. Father Sanders in the house.
But,
Thank you for being here, my friend. Guess who's in the house? It's hot in this office. I got my ceiling fan going, but it's still hot. How's things in Texas, my friend?
I'm
I
just
hope
like,
it's going well.
I'm putting on
What's that?
mosquito lotion.
Jack's putting mosquito lotion on. You sure that's mosquito lotion?
They're tearing me up inside the house.
I thought you were just trying to put lotion somewhere else. All right.
Oh no, the other stuff's on the table over there.
We Ty, we thank you very much for being here. As always, appreciate your support, and we really do appreciate it. How are things going for you? What's up in your world? Man, a crazy world in the U.S. If you've been watching the news today, crazy ass world. Oh, let me get this out early, and I'll try to say it again once Ronald and everybody gets here later tonight. If you guys don't know, Kiko's mother did pass away, so I'm sure he won't be here tonight. Or more than likely, he won't be here. But he was on the other day and told us that she did pass away in hospice, and I think the funeral's tomorrow morning. But his kids are in town and all of that good. So when you guys see Kiko in the future, give him some condolences if you guys will. Very important that we give everybody, love and respect. Things are good. Just got off work. Oh, there's that horrible bad word, that four-letter word. Tim is saying hello to you, my friend.
That's a timeout.
Time out. Dennis isn't here, is he?
Not yet.
No. So Tim is saying hello to you. Well, I'm glad that you joined us after work. How's the family, the wife, everything going good? Um, I was posting a message Claude today, but I forgot. I was going to ask him if he was talking to us the other day about the gunfire and trying to get out of his lease and stuff. I wanted to try to check in with him today and see if he made any headway with getting his family out of harm's way down there in Texas.
Yeah,
So,
that's a bad situation to be in.
well, when you got small kids and you're worried about bullets coming through your walls, yeah.
Yeah.
Him saying hello to Jeezy. Henry should be showing up a little bit if he's awake. Molly says, I've never experienced typhoon in my hometown. Thank God. You are lucky. You are very, very lucky. Arpel Impor, hello everybody. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And also know that super chats are open and available. So, you're extremely lucky. I mean, the 1 year we decided to live in the Philippines, we got our asses kicked by Typhoon Odette. Well, there you go. James Jack, have you had a couple of those mosquito zappers at your house?
I had two of them, but they stopped charging. I think I threw them away a couple months ago. Tried charging them, but nope.
I'm going to turn my air conditioner down one notch. Hang on. All right. I'm fancy. I can control my AC unit from my phone.
Look at
That's
this
about the,
fancy fella here.
that's about my.
That was the highlight of your day.
It is. It is. Tata is saying hello to you, Tim. Have you watched Snoopy? Snoopy, of course. Snoopy's been around since what, 1940s? And
It's
I'm
like the
really old. I'm pushing 180 right now, age. So yeah,
it's like
I've
the
seen Snoopy.
that was the OG dog right there, Snoopy.
Snoopy and Lucy and Charlie Brown, are they all part of that? Was it
Yep.
Charlie
Go.
Brown who could never kick the football?
Yes. Wah 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 wah.
Filipina Bai says hello to Pal. Pal, make sure you guys, if you guys haven't all connected with each other, Filipina Bai has a great channel. I encourage you guys all to sub. And I will go back and check your channels and sub later on. So just make sure you give us plenty of comments. YouTube has gotten into this thing where the more chat we have, the better off we do. So very important. I don't get much damage from typhoons, just a heavy rain. You're a lucky man. Jack, I just seen this, TIL. When the insects are electrocuted by bug zappers, it can spread a mist containing. That's correct. That's correct, James. You're absolutely correct. The funny thing is, we studied that
Wow.
at the college. We actually did it. We had a microbiologist who thought that was interesting, and he did this experiment to show blood mosquitoes. He let mosquitoes loose. And it was pretty cool. But you're exactly right.
Ooh.
The around the bug zappers can be contaminated by bacteria, viruses, can be inhaled by the human. That was his point. So
Ooh. That
he
does
was a
sound good.
microbiologist. Can you get a replacement bulbs for the zappers? Man, my hat's too hot. Maybe
Yeah, the ones I threw away were just little plug-in ones, like it looks like a tennis racket. But I do have one of those plug-in-the-wall bug zappers, but the bulbs are burned out, and it'll cost me more money to find new bulbs for it than buying a new unit.
well, we use the new ones. They don't zap bugs; they trap bugs. They have a blue light, and it attracts the bugs. We use those, and then you just throw out the plastic strip.
That's fancy.
Fancy. Cheesy's asking, what cartoon did you watch? World War One Flying Ace. Isn't that the Red Baron? Snoopy the Red Baron?
I think
Isn't,
so.
isn't that where the pizza came from? Red Baron pizza came from that. You know, the Red Baron guy flying his plane.
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean that's how that brand of pizza got. I don't know. how they connected pizza to some British guy flying and killing Germans, but whatever,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
The tennis racket lasts only about 2. Yeah, we burned ours out. We burned ours out. Our dogs didn't like it anyway, Tim. Every time it would zap a mosquito or a gnat, the dogs would it would wake them up, and they'd have to go and bark at it. Yep, he made it. Tim James is saying, "Yep, you made it through the typhoon. Good for you." And now he has a tropical storm coming his way. If you watch the news in America, the devastation that's happened out in the Appalachians is unbelievable. I've been started to get some phone calls today from friends that live out there. We have a lot of friends in Tennessee and the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, of course, obviously. We have some family members that live out there, and we got several family members who no longer have homes. One family member I don't feel bad for because his multi-million dollar lake house fell into the lake. I don't really feel bad for him because I have a rule of thumb: if you own a lake house, you don't really need to feel sorry for it. But the other people that we know and family lost their normal everyday homes. But they are alive. They are kicking. A lot of them are starving, suffering, the heat, the weather. But hey, guess what? They're going to get a check for $750. Thank God for the government. What would they do without that $750?
Oh boy.
You know, uh, the other good thing that I've been seeing is, and I don't care if you like him or not, it's not my point, but I want to say Nikola Tesla, but that's not, I mean, uh,
Elon.
Elon. Elon has positioned his Starlink satellite. He's been giving those away for free in the Appalachians. So they do have a lot of satellite communication up and running for the public to use for free. So whether you like him or not, or hate his company or not, I don't really give a crap. I think it's really good that he's released thousands of his units, giving them away and giving the service away for free. Because that's how we've gotten a hold of people. We've had people say, look, we finally got on Starlink, and they've told us the stories. World War II flying aces from Hello Kitty. What? I don't know. Although I like, you must be into anime because the only reason I know about Hello Kitty is because really cute Chinese girls or Japanese girls like Hello Kitty, right?
We'll say Asian.
Yeah, it's popular. Other than that, I don't know any of the others. Uh, a lot of people have a fetish with Hello Kitty. I know that much. Tim is saying thank you. Tim is saying you're welcome. But we appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to Buy, please do that. If you haven't subscribed to me, please do that. I want to also say one other thing. As I talked to some people in the Appalachians today, they are already getting people to try to scam them for money. There are also already people out there that are trying to scam others collecting donations for Appalachian Relief. So I want to encourage you guys to be very, very, very careful who you give money to, what organizations you give money to, all of that crap, because it's going to open a whole garbage pail full of fraud and theft. All right.
Yeah, I remember years ago a lot of that crap would happen. It was like a disaster sort. You get all these scammers posing as the real person, but it's not. They're just pocketing all that money and can't do nothing about it.
Okay. Yeah. So GZ is saying World War Flying Age Red Baron is from Doraemon. Is that in England, I'm assuming? It's not from Snoopy. Well, Snoopy was a baron, I know, because remember, Snoopy would fly the doghouse and had a little thing flapping in the wind, right? Didn't
Yep.
Snoopy? have a little scarf that he would do. So
Yeah, the scarf was behind him, flopping around.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about the other thing. Well, in fiction, you got to remember 90% of fiction is based on some reality. So there probably was a true Red Baron, which I don't doubt, and then you morph him into a cartoon character, just like Bigfoot. They turned the real Bigfoot into a freaking cartoon. And to me, that's sad, but it's just kind of the way it is. That's all right. Now I'm going to paste. I've already pinned, but I'm going to drop the link to StreamYard. If anybody wants to come up in the panel, you're welcome to do that tonight. I'd love to have you. So that's my big deal about the Appalachians. One, FEMA's out of money. If you guys haven't heard, the hurricane seasons are not over. They're out of money because apparently there's been 1 billion, not 1 million, 1 billion USD diverted from FEMA to go to illegal immigration, housing, and food statuses. So now FEMA has announced today that they do not have enough money to deal with the looming disasters. But there's been 1 billion of it this year alone diverted from FEMA. But hey, the people are going to get a check for $750 if you qualify. Jack is dropping your channel. It looks like they're Miss Filipina Bai in the house, in the province, not in the house. She's in our house. But just be aware of that. Scams. Be aware of the scams. But we know a lot of people. So, Jack, you want to give us a report from the Philippines?
It's a clear blue sky outside. It's probably about 85 outside right now. Fahrenheit, of course. I don't go by the Celsius. It's not that bad, but it seems like it's hotter downstairs inside my house. Always. I don't know why. It was never like this. But I don't know. It might be because I've been keeping my windows closed here in the front.
So you're not letting the air in?
No, I got one window that's permanently open in the back of the screen, but I like opening the doors when I'm online. Because everybody likes to listen to everything like to say.
Right. Let me remind everybody of what's at the bottom of the screen. Scrolling. We come up with new acronyms that I want everybody to use. RLDR stands for a romantic long distance relationship. ILDR stands for the imaginary long distance relationship that some of you guys have. PLDR stands for the platonic long distance relationship. And simply LDR correctly stands for long distance relationship. And we're going to change the language is what we're doing. That's our goal. We're going to reinvent the wheel. We're going to grow society's knowledge by leaps and bounds. We're going to leave a footnote on history. But in this great year,
And if anybody else has another acronym they could think of.
That's right. As long as I get credit for it, I don't care. Jesus is telling us something. The World War I Flying Ace is an aircraft that is from Doberman. Okay. I don't know what Dragon Ball Z is. So are you saying they got like a flying airplane in some of these cartoons? Is it kind of what you're saying?
Because I know Dragon Ball Z, it used to be called Dragon Balls, but the Japanese had to change it because balls. So they made it Dragon Ball Z. I know that much.
So it's just a Japanese anime cartoon?
Yeah.
So are you trying to say that there's a Red Baron in each one of these cartoons? Because I know from my history, and I'm not an expert in British history, that there's a real Red Baron. I'm going to Google him real quick and let you know. His name was Manfred von Reichenhoff. He was actually German, known as the English Red Baron, or the Red Baron was a fighter pilot with the German Air Force during World War One. He was an ace pilot. So I couldn't remember his name, but I remember through my basic world history that there was a true Red Baron. So maybe they've incorporated that into a bunch of cartoons.
Now I want some pizza.
Plus the pizza.
Now I want some pizza.
Yeah. Well, Red Baron's is kind of shitty pizza.
Okay, then I won't try it. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it.
It's low budget pizza. I mean, it's not horrible like Filipino pizza, but
It's like cardboard. The only pizza I'll eat out here is Pizza Hut, and that's just subpar.
yeah. Well, let's see what else. We'll have some fun here. Maybe we'll get some entertainment going on a little bit. We are having a unique event happening in America right now, right today. A bunch of the shipping ports are on strike, meaning we actually have in a certain few small geographical areas panic buying going on.
I've heard it. Toilet paper's gone missing again.
Yes, and water, because the ports have shut down. They're shutting down. They're at a third day of a strike.
The Philippines is one place that will, if it runs out of toilet paper, nobody would care.
Yeah.
Use a little sprayer, a little kaboom, and your life is good.
So Phineas was a Red Baron from Ferb and Phineas. Okay.
Phineas and Ferb was another cartoon.
Oh, I don't know. I never got into animation or cartoons. Which is it? Is it animation or is it cartoons? And is there a difference? Tim says, I used to work at Pizza Hut. I don't consider it pizza either. Man,
I used to work at Domino's for many years, and I still like it. If I go back, whenever I go back home, I'll order it. I don't mind.
I like
We get Little Caesars, which is kind of crap. The sauce is way too sweet.
Yeah, I like Little Caesars outer crust.
Did you get that one with the bacon wrapped? The square one that's wrapped in bacon, with the bacon on the pizza too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good.
But I'm not a big Pizza Hut fan of pizza either. I know I've been shipping a lot of the Starlink kits out. See? Father Sanders, Ty Sanders has said that. Yeah. I saw it today where Elon Musk, I know there's politicians now taking credit for it. But he said he was happy to do it, didn't have a problem with it, and put it in motion without being asked. But I guess somebody did ask him today if he could ramp it up, so he did. So those are what I've been talking to my friends out there on. They've sent me messages saying, hey, just let you know, blah, blah, blah. Hurrah to Elon, for doing that, which I think one thing I'm going to say, whether you're Democratic or Republican or purple or green or a dog or a cat or whatever the hell you are in life, when a crisis hits, one good thing about most Americans will come together to help everybody else, no matter where you're from, what you believe, and that's the really good thing. There's things coming out about, neighbors helping neighbors and sacrificing what food and water they have to help the others, and all kinds of really good things coming out of the Appalachians. And there's towns that have been totally devastated. I'm going to say this. Here's one thing I hate. And this is just a pet peeve of mine. Does anybody know what the word to decimate means?
Completely
I,
destroy.
I would like for you guys, somebody, to go look up the proper definition of to decimate. I hate how much we misuse that word. World War I flying aces from red curry. Oh, I like green curry. Melon, mudfish, wild duck, drink club, coffee, guava, bamboo, Spyro, magic drink. Those are drinks or foods or cartoons or places to visit. I know I'm not a big fan of red curry. I really like green curry and yellow curry. I don't eat mudfish. I've eaten wild duck. It's okay. I don't belong to a drink club, but I like to drink. I do drink coffee once in a while. Guava is fantastic. Pianos, I know nothing about. Bamboo, spiral, I have no clue what that is, unless you mean the root or the young suckling bamboo. And a magic dream, I think, is a cruise ship. I'm not for sure. Some hurricanes relief groups took Starlink kids to disaster areas so they can at least communicate with their loved ones. Absolutely. And now what they've been doing is giving them out into the public areas, setting them up. So everyday ordinary Joes, not just the first responders, but I would agree, Tim. I mean, the logic would be, look, every first responders who's going to respond to a disaster area, every power line company, they should be equipped with this technology now. But and I think that's probably going to be the model going forward, right? But the fact that they've now just put a whole bunch of them out in public for people to use for free, I think is fantastic.
Um,
Laura Lily, Laura, I don't know what that is.
I think
Had a dog.
Lorelei.
Does she? No, she doesn't have a dog. I have two dogs. She doesn't have a dog. You know,
No dogs for you, Lorelei.
no dogs for her, dogs for me only. They like me best, so they're mine.
Hmm.
Uh, but I do think that's really good. That things are getting better out there. And now they still don't know the death toll. Today I was reading where they're talking about they're still missing over 100 people. There's still 100 people unaccounted for at this time. So the death toll could reach up to over 500 easily.
Because I know some areas get some of these like people. They're like, "Ah, don't worry about it. It'll just blow by." I'm just gonna sit here and wait through it.
Well, and I agree. When you live in Florida, I know we got a lot of friends in Florida and we love Florida. But when you live in Florida or the Gulf Coast anywhere, and you know a monster's coming, and you go, I'm just going to ride it out, and then you get your ass kicked, well, I don't feel too bad for you. But these people up in the Appalachians were not expecting what happened. They had no clue that there would be so much rainfall for so many days, and man, Tim, you're right. Communication is a must for for the responders. I used to be a certified incident commander when it came to hazmat, and communication was the number one priority that we had. Once I set up communication, then I could I could command the incident. And without communication, I couldn't get anything done. So I think modern back then it was done with two-way radios.
Hmm.
So now a lot of smartphones and Starlink would work well. So I'm very familiar with you got to establish your line of communication. We were ready to, just in case Helene changed course. Okay. What part of the country are you in, Pell Emperor? So I mean, I just don't know how anybody in the Appalachians could have really predicted how bonkers this guy for them. Florida, yeah, but no, I don't know how that could have happened. Hey, everybody, it's Lorelei and David, the Philippine American couple. Yes, we're Ayton Asian World Market. We're in Springfield, Missouri, hard Dorito, and thought we would just stop by. Okay. I hope you enjoy it there. We did. We were there once. I enjoyed it. It's nothing special. Our local Asian market is nicer. So Foley, I know Foley very well. We actually, it's on our top 5 areas to go move to. Foley. So tell me, do you like Foley? Should I take that off of my short list of towns to live in or the area to live in? So I mean, we are. Did we talk about it before?
If you want, you can move to Flint, Michigan. I can make you the mayor. I'll step down.
All right. Well, Jack will make me. Well, I told look. You guys got to remember, my brain is kind of squishy. I have what they call a squishy brain from some brain trauma. So sometimes I forget things. But one thing I know for sure, Lorelai came home the other day and said, "Hey, somebody was telling me that Minnesota has really good paying jobs and it's a nice place to live and housing isn't too bad there. Maybe we should go live there." I told Lorelai this. Understand this first and foremost. If they gave you a job making $250,000 plus a year, gave you $1 million house and a free car, there's still no way in living hell would we live in Minnesota. I don't give a crap what they offer you. We not living in Minnesota, and that goes for Michigan too. I did. I've been to Fort Morgan, been all through Orange Bees, everything, all of that, Been up and down all through Mobile, over in the Mississippi, the Florida Panhandle. So, Pell, you're right. You're right. We've been all over that area, and we probably did talk about it before. Well, and we're looking at Fairhope. We like Fairhope and Dauphin and Spanish Fort the best. My wife kind of likes Foley because I guess there's a whole bunch of shopping there. But I know Foley and Fairhope are what, maybe 30, 40 minutes apart? So,
No, the Repo Man.
hey, welcome site. Watching the Videoke agent is coming to get his equipment from across the street. Yay! I'm starting to remember now. You moved there from New York to, you gotta love it, man. We like Lower Alabama. Foley is Foley to us mathematically is the cheaper of the most expensive places. Meaning, like if you went over into Mobile to Theodore and all of that area, that's quite a bit cheaper than Foley. But Foley is cheaper than Dauphin and Fairhope and Spanish Fort and Gulf Shores. Love it, love it, love it. We love Southern Alabama. We prefer Florida, but we can't afford Florida because we're just poor people. So we're stuck. You know, we're stuck. But we've been to Fairhope and Spanish Fort. We've been all through there. We like it. I feel at home, and I hate Alabama, Crimson Tide, but I actually feel at home on the golf course. Tim is telling us they played Videoke until 2 a.m. and now the tax man has come to collect his unit, huh? Well, good, Tim. I bet you that's rewarding. You know, there are good people there. It reminds me a lot of where we live at currently 20 years ago. So where we live at now is not good people, but it was 20 years ago. Till 2 a.m. So, Tim, are you going to go outside and applaud?
He's ready to go out there and pull the cord.
You going to help him load it up in the multi-cab? Well, let's see what he's trying to do now. I guess he's copying and pasting a bunch of stuff. So, or listening to something and trying to, whatever. All right. Well, like I said, Springfield, Missouri is an okay town. Nothing special. We wouldn't live there if you paid us, but no, we just wouldn't. Oh man! So we got the pork strike on. Port strike on. That's getting crazy.
Pork strike.
Filipino buy in the house saying, Tim, where is Henry tonight, Miss Filipina? Did he fall asleep because he stayed up all night looking after your live stream last night? Are you going to do a live later tonight? What's up with you guys?
She wore him out.
Yeah. Dennis isn't here, so he probably won't be. He's not here to pick on you yet. So there's Henry.
Oh. Speaking of the devil.
I will wave goodbye to it. Goodbye. What is that? Goodbye. Come on, Jack. You got to help me with that.
And turn your radio up.
Goodbye. And
Bye, Felicia.
no, what's that song or something? Bye, bye. No.
There's sha-na-na-na.
Oh, that's it. That's where I was going with that. That's where I was going to that. Yeah, that thing. Henry's in the house. Henry, Lorelai told me to tell you hello. And even though she doesn't know bye, she is hoping that you guys behave and do well. But she wanted me to say hi to you. Have I been to Nixon, Missouri? Yes, I have. Many of times, I just don't. It's kind of a sucky place, I guess. Maybe that sounds bad, but Nixon, Missouri is just kind of like a hole in the wall. I don't know. Henry said he just woke up because he spent all night helping buy out. I don't think Nix is a bad town. It's just nothing there. I'm not for sure why people would live there. The Filipina is saying hi, and Henry saying, "Ooh, good morning." Tell her I said hello. I will. What store did I go? Oh, hell, I don't know. I know we probably went to the Walmart, but I don't know what Asian store. If we went to any Asian store in Nix, I don't think they had an Asian store.
Nix I gotta find me an Asian store.
What?
I gotta find me an Asian store to go to.
You gotta find you one too? I'm not for sure they have one, if that's kind of your question. But Springfield's not very far from there. Branson has an Asian store. It's kind of smaller, but it has one. So Branson, Missouri, if that's in your area. Joplin has one. Those are areas that are kind of close to that area.
I was joking to you, but I need to find an Asian store around here.
Why? It makes sense to me. I mean, granted, all you got to do is walk out your door.
Yep.
Henry's asking, wait, what? That place still exists? Nixa. Yeah. We were through there a few weeks, maybe a couple months ago. And it just, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's changed much. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's just kind of.
Henry?
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
You just got here.
I know Nixa has a car dealership. I know that much. Because I helped a friend pick a car up there once years ago. But we're not not super fans of Missouri. We go to Branson quite a bit for entertainment, but you know, Alabama's better. The lower Alabama is way better shopping, better weather, better food, um, the whole kit and caboodle. So I encourage people, you know,
We miss you, Henry. I almost
damn,
cried.
Mary, that was only like a minute. It only took you a minute to pee? Holy crap.
That was a quickie.
That's what she said. Henry's been up and around the Missouri land a whole lot himself because he grew up there. So, I mean, I'm not trying to pick on Missouri, but we could have moved there to Branson when we got back from the Philippines, but houses are cheap there. But nah, not my cup of tea. I'm going to take my hat off because it's so hot.
I'm gonna take mine off too, just so I can fit in.
Well, you can't fit in because you're not good looking like me, man. I'm going to turn the air conditioner down one more degree. Everybody okay with that?
Uh-oh. Lorelai's gonna see that electric bill. Like,
That's right. She never sees it anyway. I just take her money and pay the bill.
Now, how
Henry,
much
I'm
is the
getting
electricity bill? It's cheap.
our electric bill runs, I would say it averages $100 a month.
I had an apartment that was $600 a month because it's got those like the old school HVAC units, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old school hotels have built into the wall.
Yep.
And they have 3 of those, and it killed in the wintertime.
Sanders says Minnesota is beautiful. Lived there for 5 years. Went there once, and I agree with twice. I went there twice, and I agree with you. It's absolutely beautiful. But there's no way in hell I would be there past September. So you're a better man than I am if you can live in Michigan, Minnesota, any of the UP, you know. No way in hell would I do that. Stay out of Missouri. Missouri's just kind of boring. Yes, we've been to the mall in Joplin. We were there. We went to J.C. Penney in the mall in Joplin. We always look at the clearance items at J.C. Penney's when we travel, just for fun. So we've been to the mall there. We've been to the mall in Springfield, to the J.C. Penney and other places. We ate at the little food court in the mall in Springfield. Also,
Do they still exist?
JCPenney's.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're a good shopper, you can clean up some really good clothing deals. This shirt I got, this is one of the ones I got at JCP for about $5.
Yeah. It's like me. I'll go to Walmart and I'll hit up all the clearance
Yeah.
racks with shirts and other shirts, like $5, $10. I'm like, okay.
And Henry says, and remember, I'm from Missouri. So I know what I'm talking about. Dennis, bye. You need to say hi to baby. Hi, baby, to Henry. They did. They got their own secret language going on, Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
Did we go in the Macy's? I think we did. I don't remember if there was a Macy's in the mall in Joplin. I know we went to the Macy's in the mall in Tulsa, but I can't remember if there was one or if we went into the one in Joplin. I can't remember that.
I know there is some Macy's in I don't say U.S. in Michigan, but all the malls are closing up.
I think Lorelei bought a pair of leather boots in the one in Tulsa. But I don't. We go so many places that I just don't remember because one, I really don't care about stores unless they sell fishing tackle.
Or is a hardware store.
Yeah, well that too because I don't even do that. Filipina is going to be nice and say hello to you, Dennis. She's going to take the time with you, Dennis, and say, "Oh, Dennis." They need to show. They need to show the world their love. No, I don't want to see their love. I don't need to see that, Dennis. I'm getting old and my eyes are a little bit weaker, and I just don't feel like going blind seeing Henry naked. So, Jack, do you have a dog?
I have one dog. It was a street dog. Well, it came here as a puppy. It's a street puppy for some reason. It's been here for about 7 years. But I took a picture of it, and you could have it. It identifies the species of it, but I forgot what it was. It's like some kind of Ridgeback out of like 3 types there is. The first name of it, 'cause I think it was pretty long.
Don't encourage Dennis to spread his love any more than he already has. Dennis has spread his love all over the world. So,
Get the friend of the court everywhere, trying to get that child support money.
how are the kids today, boy? Yes, that's my hobby, spreading love throughout the world. I know, Dennis, I keep telling you, you were to really like some of the arm candy at the concert the other night. Now, some of them were men dressed like women. What's that song? Dude. Yeah. Well, there was something else going on. My brother Johnny asked me about the concert, and Bai is saying they're fine to you, Dennis. The kids are fine. And Bai, that's the right thing to do. Don't bite into Dennis. Just say, yeah, they're good. You should send us some child support, Dennis. Well, I think you just explained that to you.
I'll find the species and I'll just put a link or I'll put the name of the breed on there once I find it.
My brother Johnny the other day asked me, called me and said, so how was the concert? And of course, after I bitched and moaned, I explained to him about the concert. And he asked me how many people that look white guys like me were there. And I told him, I said, well, I saw 3 other white guys.
Mm.
You know,
All the husbands are back home.
all the husbands were in the casinos.
Mm-hmm. Just call me when you get out, okay?
That's it. And I did tell him, though, that I saw, he's like, well, were there a bunch of Filipino men there? And I'm like, well, I saw some male Filipinos there, but I wouldn't have called them men. So I had to explain to him what the concert was and who that all was, and he got a kick out of that. Thought that was funny. Why, Dennis? Dennis, why? Why do you keep insisting that I have kids, Dennis? Why?
Because I want to say 90% of girls age of like I'll say 18 up have. Let's say about 85% will have kids.
All right, everybody say hi to Daisy so she can go to bed.
Oh, your big black cock out again. You can't show that. Daisy.
She just wants to be held. She's such a baby. All right, you gonna go to bed? Go to bed. Go on.
No, keep holding me. Keep holding me.
Go on. Go to bed. Because Dennis says, because I speak the truth, and you can handle the truth. I think wants more kids and pay more child support. I think he wants that. Dennis wants to adopt more kids, is what he wants.
Oh, David. I don't know if you, wait, hold on. I just had it on the screen. Hold on.
How the hell I know what you're doing? Wow, Filipino boy says, Dennis, you're so wrong. You're just wrong. And if you keep it up, I'm going to make you talk to Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys like how I paraphrase what you're thinking? Henry, you are biased. Henry is biased, but in a good way. Hey, hey, hey. Henry the Protector. Yeah. Chippies, I had some of those this morning.
So I found it. I had a
Yeah.
picture of this.
Lorelai asked me if I liked them. I said, well, I'm going to buy some Fritos instead this weekend so I can have.
Yeah.
Mm,
I bet she
really.
wouldn't know the difference.
I bet you should. I'm going to try. I don't know. We'll see. How many kids do you have, Dennis, around the world? Woo, Dennis. How many kids? Dennis got so many, he can't even count. Dennis can't count
He's
them
got
all.
soccer teams all around the world. How many times have your team's been to the Olympics?
Yeah. Majority of my family is from, I don't know how you would pronounce that, to be honest. Utah? No, Etwa? Etwa, Alabama. It sounds like an Indian name.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. Well, we like Alabama, so we're going to hopefully move there. We're just waiting for this crazy world to get a little bit better. Utah. I'm going to have to Google that and figure out how you pronounce that correctly because it sounds like a Native American name. Let me see if I can figure out how to say that word properly.
That would be a Ratbach.
It's over on the coast by Mississippi. Hotels are fairly cheap there. Uh, Let me get to my dictionary thing because they pronounce everything. Because now I'm curious how you pronounce it. Well, it's not in the dictionary. So if it's not in the dictionary, it didn't exist.
I have a blind taste test for Lorelei. You do the Fritos and the Chippy, then you do Ruffles, and I think uh, the other one, the Filipino brand,
No.
that looks the same. I've never heard of that city. It looks like Utah to me.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the internet says, a little bit more like Utah. 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 All right. Why, maybe some in your village. Yeah, Dennis may have kids in your village. Dennis is crazy.
He's got a whole brown guy.
Well, I'm still waking up, but might be living in the Philippines if I can handle the heat there. Yeah, I know you've talked about it for years,
You just
Henry,
gotta be
about.
a good boy. Just gotta be a good boy when you come here.
Yeah, I know you've talked about it for years, Henry, about wanting to live there, and we've talked about it, and I think everybody can handle the heat.
You just gotta
You
get
have to
used
get
to it.
used to it. You just got to get used to it. But the problem is, can you handle how boring things are? I couldn't. Dennis, yes, you can tell if she's selling ice cubes to Eskimos. Make that money out of everything. That's right.
Hmm.
Every side hustle you can get. Spread the love in my village, Dennis. Had a cold front move in last night, dropped temperatures down to 98 degrees. Holy shit. Um, That's a trip. No, I do not have a DVD player. I don't know anybody that does. Uh, Henry's asking, what is a DVD player? That's a damn good question.
I used to have a Laserdisc player.
Don't video David player? There you go. I like that, Dennis. The DVD players don't video David. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless
But you gotta pay for that. That's OnlyFans.
unless you want to pay royalties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can record me.
I don't have a DVD player anymore. Cheese Richard.
I've never had one. Never owned one. Do Jack have a DVD player? No.
Nope.
I don't know anybody that has one, to be honest. It's all done through streaming services these days.
The last DVD player was in my laptop from like
Well,
10
I
years.
guess technically our computers have one, right? Do our computers have one?
Some of them were when I bought mine like 11, 12 years ago. It was optional. That's when you start doing the optional optical disc drives.
Well, I had one of those drives. Isn't that the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's somewhere like some of the laptops didn't have the slot for it, but you can just plug in a USB into it. I don't have any Japanese movies. No.
Well, and that's what I'm asking. I can burn CDs, but does that mean I can watch a DVD? I don't know where I would find one at, but does that mean I could watch one if I had one since I can make a CD?
All right, Cheese Richard, you got me. Cheese Richard,
Yep.
you freaking got me.
Woo, look at that. You do got one. Man, you're a rock star.
But
Have
I
any
have
DVDs
nothing
to
for
go
it.
with it?
I have nothing to
Well,
put
the
in it.
dog has one at her house.
I don't even know if it even works.
They're all Japanese, aren't they? Aren't even, doesn't every one of them come from Japan or China?
Mostly China.
Ah, Dennis is being nice to you by, I sent you 29,000 pesos via pigeon, carrier pigeon for the kids. Send them back and don't eat them. Oh my God, Dennis.
Hey,
Dennis.
hey, Dave, can you blow me up real quick?
What?
Blow me up, blow my screen up real quick.
Oh, I thought I was just like, oh, let me figure out how to do that. But, I got to remember how to do it, Jack. Give me a second. And don't be
Dennis.
talking about blowing me. Yeah, let me get Dennis out there. Oh, Jack is accepting Gcash. I need PayPal. I need $5 in my PayPal account.
And over here we got PayPal, and we have buymeacoffee.com.
What? I can't see that. What language do you hack? AKC?
All right.
I don't know. I hack crap up in English.
What language import do you use? I haven't bought DVD in a long time. Well,
Yeah,
last
we don't
DVDs I bought were at the market for 20 pesos each, and those are bootleg ones.
Yeah, I just need to figure out. Here's my problem. We talked about this earlier. I literally need to get $5 into my PayPal account. And apparently, I'm not smart enough to put $5 in my own damn PayPal account because I need to do something, and I don't know how to get $5 in there. How pathetic is that? Let's see. What language import DVDs do you jackpot?
I haven't bought DVD in many, many years. And that DVD player is not even mine. That's my fiance's.
Yeah, I don't know either. I guess what they're saying is Maybe the language is different in each country or something.
Yeah. Usually when I buy them from the market, they're like subtitled, which I hate.
Thank you, Grandpa Dennis, great Grandpa Dennis. So, bye. Call me anything you want, baby. Buddy. I'm just kidding with you, Dennis. Oh, he knows. She knows. He knows. My Gcash is messed up. I don't have Gcash. I'm too poor. Jack's rich. He has Gcash. I don't have Gcash.
I
My
got 10 pesos.
my, my wife won't give me the password to PayPal.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't have a Beagle. I used to have a Beagle years ago, probably about 15 plus years ago. He was a Beagle Shepherd mix.
Henry says, I think Dennis is older than me. So, yeah, that's about right, By He's older than all of us. I mean, except for Gary. Gary's the only one that he's not older than. I think
He's working that Canadian dollar.
yeah, he's working on Canadian time. There's Claude. I was thinking about you earlier. Claude.
Hey,
Thumbs
Claude.
up. Yep, everybody give us a thumbs up. I was thinking about you. Um, and I asked, were you able to make any headway with the gunshot stuff going on in your part of the country? Able to find a way out and all that good stuff? Henry, Gcash is kind of like Western Union,
Hey,
another
Claude.
version of that. But I don't have Gcash. I'm older than dirt on the wheel. There you go. Claude saying hello. Pate is in the house, Claude, too. Jack has no dog right now, not even any type of dog. He has a grizzly bear tied up in his front area. Yeah, you got to see it. His grizzly bear is freaking gigantic. Oh, it's a grizzly bear. Nope. All right, so you haven't made any headway yet? Well, keep us apprised. I was going to message you earlier today asking you how things are going with all of that. So we live here for a few months and going to head back to the PH land. Okay. Then I know you're going to come back and maybe move to the Sugarland area. Sup, Claude? From Sandus. Hello to you. Henry, so basically online banking. It is. It's just online banking. Yeah. I don't have Gcash. I just have PayPal. Lorelai has Gcash because we send money to the Philippines. So, and when we were in the Philippines, she uses it to buy stuff with, but I'm not allowed to buy anything in the Philippines. So, okay, so Sanders is saying that it is pronounced Utah. Okay, Utah, Alabama. Claude says just editing over here. I need to do some editing work tomorrow myself. Jim says, I'm not saying I'm old, but when the light was invented, I said, turn all the lights off. I'm trying to sleep. I like that. I like that, Tim. I like that.
All right, I'm trying to get this link to post a link on here about my dog that I have.
I'm older than dirt, is what the saying is. Hey, Claude, do
Dirt,
you see
Dirt or Methuselah?
Methuselah? Claude, do you see my new acronyms we came up with on the scroll on the bottom there? We're going to rewrite the English language. We're reinventing the English language. We're changing the world, Claude. We're grasping the world by its balls and ripping them off. Or something like that.
Squeeze.
Okay, guys, have a great night. We will do it. We will do it, Claude. We appreciate you coming in. And we hope everything stays safe for you over there. Oh my God. No. I got that, got that. So what are you trying to find, Jack?
My dog. breed.
Your dog.
I'm gonna post a link for Cheese Richard.
Somebody just messaged me. Who messaged me? Somebody sent me a message.
It wasn't me. Oh man, that link is way too long. Son of a biscuit.
I was shocked. Somebody we know had a baby in the Philippines, and they didn't even ask me for money. I was shocked.
Wow.
What cartoon do you watch when you sub anime? Well, if you're asking me, I don't watch anime, so I've never subbed to it, or dubbed it, or watched it, or I wouldn't know anything about anime, to be honest. Is there a difference between anime and a cartoon? Is my question to you. Well, yes. So we're going to spell it like it sounds or come up with a new alphabet. We're coming up with a new damn alphabet, buddy. You know, Uclock is now Utah. Got it? Come on. You know, one thing we have the right to do in America is mispronounce, change words, call the sky blue when it's black. We have the right to manipulate words like nobody else. Don't look at me. I'm
Yep.
not father. What language do you watch anime in? I think is what he means, right? Do you like it in Japanese,
Watch it.
Chinese? I would have to watch it in English if I
I
watch it.
don't. I don't like. I don't like. Whatchamacallit? Subtitles. It's against
And
the way of everything.
I give you permission to change anything you want to change in the English language. It's perfectly fine with me. So I've never watched anime. I don't know. I don't know what the difference between anime and a cartoon is. And I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons as a kid. I was made to study the encyclopedia. I was made to read books, um, stuff like that. So I never watched cartoons. Does Jack watch Thailand sub cartoons?
I only speak English.
So I think the answer to that would be no. I know Jack watches Ladyboys in Thailand, but I don't think there's
Oh
any.
no, no, that's Vincent.
Oh yeah, Vincent, the kangaroo lover. You
Hmm.
know, Cheesy Richard. Here's Jack's dog breed. Just click on the link and you can go see it.
It's a Thai Ridgeback.
You get caught up here where I'm at. So yeah. So Cheesy, you seem to be an expert in anime. Is there a difference between anime and cartoons?
Anime is usually like Asian.
So it's racist.
No.
Well, it sounds like if
It's
you're
geared,
saying
it's geared towards Asian and usually the younger crowd. But even there's even some people that are older than me that love this shit. I'm like, you haven't grown. You still watch anime and still wearing like Yu-Gi-Oh shirts and Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon shirts. And,
that's right. Henry, sounds good to me. Can we change the states too? Yes. And you could even change Dennis's name. Dennis won't mind. Even though he's Canadian, you can still change his.
hmm
But it sounds racist if you're saying it's only an Asian thing. Well, then what about us white people? What about cartoons? What about America? Was it another I hate America stuff? My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And to think about all the stuff we do for Asian countries and how they've done and created a cartoon that hates America.
I don't think it hates America. It's just more geared towards Asian and
So it's
children.
racist. Because if I made a cartoon,
Not racist. They're just woke.
if I made a cartoon geared to white people, would that be racist?
If you call it white people, it'll probably be kind of demeaning, I guess. And it's like me and make one like N bombs or something like that. Or there is kind of one like that, but called the Boondocks, but where the uncle, the old black dude, hates black people. Uncle Ruckus. And he's always dropping an N bomb in the cartoon. I'm like, whoa.
But whatever happened to the days when cartoons were meant for little kids?
Hmm.
That's what I mean. When I in the early '90s, late '80s, I went to some Ren and Stimpy parties. I don't know what the cartoons was all about, but all I know that there was a lot of girls, a lot of drugs, and there was always cartoons playing on the TV. They called them Ren and Stimpy parties.
Yeah, Run was the dog, and Stippy was a stupid ass cat. The dog was smart; it was a Chihuahua, and the cat was orange or red and tan or something like that. He was pretty stupid.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that. I never watched cartoons. I just went for the girls.
Mm.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what a girl is.
You a Takatai?
Yeah, 'cause she lived in Thailand. She lived in Thailand. Can you cook good Thai food? That would be, man, Henry, if she can cook really good Thai food, you definitely got something going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really old of Filipino food. But Thai food, man, that's a good eating.
Thank you, David. You know?
Oh. She knows all about them lady boys in Thailand. So Jack pretends he doesn't know, and Dennis pretends he doesn't know, but they know. They know. They know all about them lady boys. There, I'm going to tell you, there was I want to paint a picture for you because it kind of creeped me out.
I'm colorblind, but go ahead.
Okay. So at the concert, there was this guy who was probably 5'2". I'm assuming he's Filipino, but he looked Mexican. But about 5'2", probably weighed 200 pounds, so he's fat, short and fat. He was wearing black cowboy boots with no pants, but he had a pair of spandex shorts on, and so part of his legs were showing. And he had these black spandex-looking shorts that didn't hold his fat ass in very well. And then he wore a black jacket with no shirt with one button on it.
You just said it wasn't very encapsulating.
Yes. And then he wore a black cowboy hat. Man, you could tell he was one proud puppy. I don't know what he was proud of, but he was proud to prance around the stadium. You know, I mean.
How does any of that wardrobe even go together?
Yeah. He was a trip, I got to admit. You know, there's a lot of people dressed up as women that were men. And there's a lot of women that were dressed up as men dressed up as women, which I was really confused about, but that's fine. But this guy took it to he's only one. He took it to an all new level, you know, and I was just thinking, this looks like a really bad 1970s Studio 51 thing going on, you know, is what I was thinking. They kept walking by me, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. Can't you go around the other way?
Maybe he liked you.
Maybe, but
Excuse me, sir.
Oh my God! I just didn't need to see it jiggling as it goes up and down the stairs. All of
Oh,
it. I just didn't need to see that. Henry says, "Yeah, I know. You got it good. Thai food's good eating. I'm telling you, Thai is one of our favorites.
you get that Thai green curry.
Yeah, I like the pineapple Thai fried rice. They cut open a pineapple and dish it out and put it back in for some reason. But that one's really good. I like Thai food. Well, they do. They do. They cut the pineapple in half. They scoop out the pineapple. Then they put the pineapple and the fried rice back in the pineapple. Why don't they just put it on a plate?
When you're here in the Philippines, have you been to a boodle fight?
I don't go to those. I think they're disgusting.
Everybody's like, ooh, take this. Ooh.
I don't like that. Pi says very spicy food. Well, we get by. I'm going to tell you, the wife and I get -1 when we go to Thai. When we go eat Thai food, we get the -1 version. But I don't like those Budo fights. I think they're disgusting.
Yeah.
And
Give me a plate. You
I
guys can just
don't,
whatever.
I don't want to watch videos of these people cramming food in their mouths and shit. I don't want to watch that.
No, is that the original mukbang?
Yeah, the mukbang. Yeah. I
Wouldn't that
won't
be the
watch.
original mukbangers? The Filipinos?
Yes. Yes.
Scotty B in the house.
Good morning, Scotty B in the
I
house.
just thought about that.
They are. Lorelai, when she first got to America, she's like, "Oh, we need to do it." And I told her, "No, we're not. We're going to eat like human beings." Well,
That's what my dad told my mom back in what '77. My dad's like, you're not gonna eat with your hands.
well, Lorelai can
Knife,
eat with her
fork,
hands.
spoon.
I don't mind if she eats with her hands, but we're not going to do it in public. You know what I mean? And we're not going to have a big table full of just. We're just not going to do it. We're not
20
going to.
plus people, everybody just grabbing his.
I don't like. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Scotty, how are you, my friend? Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Jack is misbehaving today already. Scotty says they need more humidity. Well, Tim said earlier there's another storm coming through his part of the world, so maybe it will bring some humidity with it. We got another hurricane headed towards Florida here, Scotty. Uh-oh. I just said the word hurricane and something happened.
No, you don't mess it up.
My computer's bringing up a thing about hurricanes now. What in the hell is this? How did that do that?
Then you start making StreamYard glitch and start asking to upgrade. And
No, I just said the word hurricane and it pops up a whole new window talking about hurricanes.
no,
How the hell did that happen? And now I don't know how to get rid of the window.
I had nothing to do with that.
Well, that was weird. It was like it read my. I don't know, man. That's crazy. So it's nice and hot and humid in the Philippines, is what Scotty is trying to say to us.
It's always humid.
I enjoyed the heat and humidity. I did. And you sweat a lot, but it makes you feel good.
I mean, I could be hot all day long, but if I'm trying to sleep and be hot and sweaty, that's something else.
Scotty says, "Yep, I see a new AC and what?
I forgot. Wait, it's Southeast Tennessee.
I think he's still asleep. I see a NWNC SC.
North Carolina is South Tennessee. Is that what I'm?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Northwest.
Oh, wiped out. I got you. I-40.
Oh, I-40. Okay. Okay.
Scotty, we're with you now. You're correct. I was talking about that earlier. I was able to talk to some friends today who live all through that part of the country, and they got wiped out bad. I got some friends that lost their houses, and Jim's got to go to the gym to flirt with girls.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Tim.
I'm gonna pump some iron.
Yeah, they are in bad shape in that part, and I know you've traveled those roads many of times. There's a lot of little towns that are no longer. Um, the only good thing is communications has started back up because of Elon Musk and his Starlink system he's given that out to that part of the country so that they can use the internet to contact people with, and first responders have been using it. So it's getting a tiny bit better. Right now, what they said today was at least in West Virginia, they're over the part of finding dead bodies. They think they're done with that. But Tennessee and Carolinas, they are still missing over 100 people. And they don't know, they're still doing search and rescue. But
I
you're
know
right.
some people here in the Philippines will get the Starlink. Majority, 99.999% foreigners. And they'll post, "Oh, it's so good, it's so fast." That can cost a lot of money a month. And they're posting pictures and how fast it is. I'm looking at them like some are kind of fast and some are like slower than my prepaid fiber internet here.
Yeah, Scotty says, yep, I picked up and delivered that area at least twice. Yeah, I knew you did. I knew that was part of your beat. Um, a lot of RVers and campers use Starlink.
Hmm.
So it's really big in the RV communities. That's one thing
Yeah,
that
if I had RV, yeah, go
yeah.
camping, go glamping.
When a lot of people use it for their jobs when they're in the RVs, right? So that they can still communicate and do online work. So that's what a lot of it is. But yeah, Scotty, they're in serious trouble right now. And then of course, Scotty, you probably heard this would affect your industry too, that there's a 3 day old port strike. The shipping ports are shutting down in the United States. They went on strike all through the eastern seaboard, and it's making its way around to Mobile now. And so the further this goes, the bigger trouble we're going to be in. There's already rumors or videos of panic buying in the Northeast. Toilet paper, water, food, provisions, because they're shut down. The I saw something where Governor Santos, and I didn't catch it all, said that he was going to move the Florida National Guard to keep the ports open. Well, good luck with that, because I'm not an expert, but the average National Guard guy isn't going to be able to operate a gantry crane. They're not going to be able to do it. A lot of them are not qualified to drive a truck. You get my point? So I don't know how well he's going to be successful in that. That's correct. It's been going on for a while behind the scenes, but I guess since they couldn't come to an agreement, they decided to pack it in and go on strike. And the leader of the strike was on the media today explaining to the American people what's going to happen and if it continues. And it's pretty scary to think, that the people in here's what he said was going to happen. And I know he said, first and foremost, here's what's going to happen. Cars are no longer going to make it to dealerships. Dealerships will start laying off salespeople. Okay? 2, food, paper goods will not be making it to the shelves. People will not be able to get their groceries. 3, people will not get building supplies. Prices will skyrocket. and all of the, he went on and labeled how exactly in order how this was going to happen if this continues. And if he's right, we're screwed. And what he said was, I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know the name of the law. You're right. The government wants to take it over so that companies and the little people don't make any money. But they can't naturalize it. Here's what he said today. He's like, all right, now look, I'm just going to tell you guys this. This is how it's going to work. I can't remember the name of the law, but there's a law that states certain industries can't go on strike for more than 90 days, or the government can order them back to work, like when the aircraft controllers went on strike in the 80s. He said, that's fine. If they want to play that game, we'll go back to work. But I promise you, if we're unloading 64 containers an hour, we will barely get 8 containers off of a ship in an hour. Because those guys just won't be motivated to do a good job and to be in a hurry. So we'll go back to work if the government makes us. We sure will. We'll go and sit in our equipment and, and collect our paychecks. So that's kind of scary, right? So the collective bargaining people need to get together. Oh my God, thinking of collective bargaining. Did you ever hear that one lady talk about what collective bargaining is? Well, you collect people together. No, they're going to have to get this shit figured out pretty quick. The owners, operators, they don't like owner operators because they can't control. Yeah, I agree. That's why California wanted to ban owner operators from coming in and out of the state of California. You know all of this. Because they couldn't control that. They couldn't control what you brought in, what you took out. They wanted to control the fuel consumption, all of that bull crap. They wanted you guys to pay more money to California. It's just crazy. So today's world in America is a tough one. We're having a rough day. There's a lot of pissed off people in today's world right now. A lot of people that need water and food. But Scotty, I don't know if you heard the news. Our very, very, very generous government has decided, they came out on media today and said, with a straight face, she did, with a straight face, and said, we are pleased to announce that we're going to give everybody affected a $750 check. $750 to people that have lost everything they own, including their jobs, their houses, their cars, their food. But you can apply for $750. So right now, the people in charge are getting their asses wiped in American media by everybody, and I mean by everybody, because they found out that FEMA is out of money. They don't have enough money to make it through the end of the year. If another hurricane hits, they're busted. But they also realized, it came out, that the government has given $1 billion that was in FEMA's coffers to take care of the rash of illegal immigrants into the country, to help them settle into the country.
I'm sure they could allocate the, fix that from somewhere else.
Well, you got to steal it from somebody. If you stole it from somebody, it's rob Peter to pay Paul. So who are you going to steal it from now? You know what I mean? If you stole it from Social Security, who are you going to steal it from? And you can't steal it from the military, because we might need the military to go fight over in the Middle East. Remember yes, in 06 and 08, I do. I think a lot. A lot of mom and pop stores had to close up because they would not sell them gas, give them loans to ride it out. It's scary. And then, of course, we have what's going on in the Middle East right now today. More shit's breaking loose. just Netanyahu was on live at the UN saying, "You people suck. If you don't support us, then you're our enemy." Basically, we are going to defend ourselves and destroy our enemy. So you either get on board or you can kiss my happy ass. I'm paraphrasing, but that was pretty much his message today. And then he said, "We are not going to surrender until we have peace, and we are not going to leave any military standing that can do us harm."
There hasn't been peace there in since when?
Well, but it's been fairly mellow until Hezbollah started their shit and Iran started their shit. So,
Or
but
in
it's
the,
starting to do that.
a pissing match, and you're like, here we go again.
The other thing I will say about Netanyahu, what he did today that I thought was really good and really smart, was he talked about why there needs to be peace in the Middle East. He talked about how them and Saudi Arabia and other countries have been working on forging peace so that they could help bring communications, fresh water to all the countries. So they got kind of like a little coalition, the Abraham Accords, where they're trying to build a peaceful region with each other. And I think that's really good. And he showed it out. He explained, here's what we're trying to do, and here's the people that are trying to stop us. Remember, if we go to war, no conflicts, but WW1, 2, yeah, WW3, we won't have an election. Well, and maybe that's what they're hoping, but they only got 30 days to pull it off, right? And I don't think right now it's looking good. I think there'd be an election because I don't think we have the balls to do anything right now war. So we're just going to sit back. But I like the fact that what he said.
Not gonna renege like that. Was it Mike Tyson fight? And
Yeah,
whatever happened with that stupid?
nothing. It just kind of went away.
Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like vanished. I'm like, I completely forgot about it. And like maybe like a month ago, I'm like, was there supposed to something to happen? I don't know.
No, it all went away.
I didn't even Google it.
Yeah, they're just saying they can never come to terms or this or that. There is no true story about it. But see, and that's another utter failure. What's going on right now? So, but I liked what Netanyahu did today. He was very, look, we want peace. Here's what peace does for everybody. And here are the bad people trying to prevent us from having peace. So I thought that was really good of him. So we're going to see what goes on this weekend, but hopefully the strike doesn't last. We don't need another gigantic spike in inflation because we can't get toilet paper.
I need TP for my bunghole. Be a simple head.
I don't. Maybe Elon Musk will share his toilet paper. Since he's sharing Starlink, maybe he'll share toilet paper with us. I don't know, but
Once everything is good, start. Oh, we got monthly subscribers now, huh?
yeah. And I'm waiting to
now
gas.
you're in a contract. We got you now.
That's it. I had to put gas in my truck today. I think we paid $2.71 a gallon. I don't know what gas in the Philippines is, but we paid $2.71 a gallon here.
I'm gonna do some math here.
So
I gotta bring up the calculator.
4 liters in a gallon.
No, you're completely wrong about that.
What?
You're wrong.
What?
3.78. I'll let you do it. for math.
How much is it a liter in the Philippines? What are you paying now?
42.
42 pesos? That's not bad. When we left, it was like 82 pesos.
And the weird thing is, like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a hot ass country.
Yeah,
There's never a winter time here.
yeah,
But you got all this high octane. It starts off like 93 octane. In the US, I'm sure you remember it was like, what, 86 octane, 87 octane regular. And it
yeah.
goes up from there. Here it's 93, which is like the premium. And back home, like, what the hell? Why do you need it to burn so damn hot?
Yeah, I don't
I don't get it.
know. I wonder why that is. I mean, I wonder why that is. I don't know, man.
Years from now, I already have a project lined up.
Oh,
And so I'm like, I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll say it off air, but it'll be kind of it's
oh,
kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. I already did research into it, and nobody's done it.
oh.
Yeah,
Well, you got to tell us something, or it's no good, no bueno.
I'm gonna buy a jeepney.
Okay.
Oh,
You can't.
there you go. There you go, Dave. Instead of a big like a little motorhome, buy a jeepney.
Yeah.
You convert that. Well, just get the sides put on it and for privacy, whatever, and go cruising around the states.
Well, that's what a school bus is.
Yeah, yeah. School bus is safer.
Yeah, they got stronger walls.
Yeah, especially if you get the flat face jeepney in the engines underneath your butt.
Yeah.
If you hit something or something hits you in the front, your feet, your legs are in the Philippines. Say what? Nah, gone. They're just gonna be crushed
I
in
do
there.
think it's I do think it's interesting where these people convert school buses to RVs, right?
I like those.
But what I think is funny is they spend as much money on converting that as they could just go buy one.
Hmm. But it's the build that will get you know step by step by step. You make YouTube videos, build your YouTube. Then YouTube gets monetized. Then that will help pay for itself. I know there's one couple they do it, but they have this big shop. You do other stuff. They just check in the shop once go around the country,
Yeah.
different states, go back, check in, do
Yeah.
services, go back out. Yeah, but they converted a couple buses like that. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
I'd rather just go buy a brand new RV off the showroom floor.
Hmm.
And we thought
You
about
probably
it.
could. But I'm sure you can get a good one for about a good $332,000.
Well, but we'll just sell one of our Philippine properties and we'll be a millionaire.
Millionaire pays for it. You sell property in the U.S. or sell property in the Philippines?
No, our Filipino property. And we'd get $1 million for it.
Dollars?
No.
Peso?
I would still have $1 million. What does it matter if it's pesos or
Oh,
dollars?
okay. A million is a million, like a 20,
Come
20.
on.
Talking about.
Well, come on. Well, as soon as we landed in the Philippines, I was a multi-millionaire.
Hmm. It's like you didn't disclose to me what kind of millionaire you were. I don't need to. All you need to know is I'm a millionaire.
I got $1 million of the rupees that are worth $10 USD, but I got $1 million of them. But we actually thought about buying an RV and doing the RV life, and we looked at it and studied it, and it just did not seem like a good fit for our personalities. Plus,
Remember back in the day when diesel was like 10 cents cheaper by the gallon than gasoline? and it's
Yeah,
like
now,
flip.
now it's like 30 or 40 cents a gallon more.
Yeah, it costs more for diesel here.
Same here, by a good 30 to 50 cents a gallon, I would think.
I seen on YouTube was a video. These two guys, I think it was down in Florida somewhere. They went to a gas station. But I guess a good thing there's a fraud guy or a computer system that's watching how much gas is being dispensed illegally. This these guys fill up like a big giant 300-gallon tank in the back of a white panel work van. It was like $1,500 worth of diesel they stole because they messed with the machines, so
Right.
it would
Yeah.
just dispense it and you don't pay for it. I'm like,
What's up? Yeah. Patty says you're right. I just read 200 billion to Ukraine, but $750 to the good, hard American citizens that lost everything. Thank you, government. 225 to illegals per month, but 750 is a one, and it's not a monthly thing. It's not a weekly thing. It's a one-time stipend of $750. I mean, it's just sad.
but it hasn't. It's not all just on the administration, the current administration.
Well, they're the one who came out and gave the money to them.
Look at us all they had left because I don't want to get into it on your live stream because I don't need. I'm trying to be.
Well, that's what I mean. That's all they had left because they gave it away to everybody.
Hmm.
They took it from Peter and gave it to Paul, and now Johnny needs it because his house got blown away. As I saw his house going down the river. It was a river house, you know.
Is it down by the river?
I live in, yeah, they're all going to be living in vans down by the river. Henry says it's okay, but it's a pain in the neck setting up the RV when you stop and leave off. Exactly, Henry, and that's what we looked at.
And you gotta find places to dump your waste, get clean water, maintenance.
You got the gray tank and the black tank, and then of course we're having dogs. A lot of places you can't have your dogs, and you got to walk your dogs all the time. You know, it just we really did. We looked hard into it and studied it, and I just like because I like to move around, and Lorelai knows that. So she thought it'd be a good thing, but I just didn't think it'd be smart.
Don't try to pay. No, that's me tax-free money.
But you're probably right. You know, they'll come back and say, "Oh, wait a minute, did you collect that on your?"
It's like saying that the money that Trip gave a few times, whatever, that's still locked up in my bank accounts. You need to charge tax. No, I'm gonna charge tax on it.
Well, some people got charge tax on some of the COVID money based on your income and
They
position.
probably get charged tax on it if they owe taxes before that.
You know, and some people got their earned income credit early, and then when they did their taxes, they got overpayments and things. So it got really goofy. I know because we had friends bitching when they did their taxes that they didn't get to have their full earned income credit because they took the money early. You know, I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I know nothing about children's or earned income, so I don't know.
The thing that pissed me off when those stimulus checks were coming out, that people are like, "Shit, I got this $1,000+ I don't need to work. I'm gonna stay home." I'm like, damn, that's why the prices are going for everything. It's no one wants to work. Just like, oh, we get a free check to stay home? No.
Well, you know what we did with our stimulus money? I bought stock on companies that were tanking. So that's what I did.
Mm.
Every check I got, I converted it to buying stock in companies that were plummeting because of the economy and the COVID and everything. So that's what I did. I invested mine, and now, you know, it's in a much better position. But I don't know. I do think this. I think, and I know they have. I think we got to. I personally think this. We have a great military that has a lot of technology and equipment. I think we need to do a better job for the National Guard in each state to have natural disaster equipment. I think they ought to be better equipped, better trained, and better ready. And I think we ought to be able to move 50,000, 25,000 U.S. troops to work with the local National Guards in times of disaster. I think we need to do that faster and better. I think when they know something bad's coming, if you know it, then you get that in movement faster. And that's nobody's fault. I'm just saying I think we could do a better job.
It's like Scotty B probably knows this. Like if there's like a disaster or something happening or en route to somewhere down south outside of Michigan, DTE, the electric company,
Uh-huh.
is right on its freaking way. Already on its way or there and helping out.
Yeah,
Don't charge.
no, and that's something that we've gotten much better at, I think. I think we've gotten much better getting the power companies better organized, better ready to go. I think they do a really good job. I just think in order to clear roads and to help out, why not use our military to do the grunt work to help these people get back up and running?
Isn't that what the Army National Guard is out there to help?
They are, but they're a small group. They're a smaller group. And so there's not enough warm bodies, is my point. That's what the
'Cause
National
I'm
Guard
pretty sure right now, these days, with people being all damn sensitive, I can't do that. I can't do
right.
it.
And that's why I think they should call in real military full time soldiers to come in to assist the National Guard programs like this. I mean, it should just be automatically. They should be able to say, we need 10,000 warm bodies in Georgia, to work for Commander whatever, Georgia State National Guard, so that he can control those forces. He's the incident commander. He can drive those warm bodies. Because a lot of times all you need is warm bodies to move stuff, to hand out water, to help people get from place A to point B.
I can't. I don't know if I can do that. I can't. I need to check my Instagram every 7 seconds.
Right. Some places are very sketchy. They are. They are, man. Scotty says the problem is that we have less people in the military and most of the military. That's my point, Scotty. We don't have enough domestic military people anymore. And I think that's wrong for a couple of reasons. But I think if we would have, a larger force domestically, not saying to pull them away from their duties in hot spots, but I think we could do a better job having more military on the ground, more boots on the ground.
Maybe we could borrow. Go talk to little Kim Jong Un and see if we could borrow his military. Hey, can you borrow your military? Come help us out for a minute.
Yeah.
Because y'all ain't been in the war ever, really.
And Scotty, and that's part of where I was going with that. I don't think we have enough ground forces to protect the homeland of America. Now, and I know everybody's
Because we're too busy out doing humanitarian than worry about ourselves, right?
yeah, we're too busy giving money to other countries and helping ourselves. But the National Guard are usually part timers. It's a part
Yeah.
time job.
Reservists.
Yeah, it's a part time job. So they don't want to be called up. They don't want to, they don't want to do this shit. That's why they're reservists. Here's what I do think, and I tell people this. I think the reason there hasn't been a large scale invasion of the United States homeland is because every country knows, even China, who sent balloons over here in the past and try to.
We got some crazy rednecks.
We got some crazy rednecks with guns. And this is what I tell people. If there's truly going to be an invasion happen, they better get ready for every freaking person in the world to dig out their damn grandma's gun and
Mhm.
Grandma and her gun is coming for you.
Grandma, we'll get out there.
You know. So I think that's the big deterrent. I think other countries, when I talk to people from around the world, that's one thing they say, that they're scared of the American people, that the
Hmm.
people that live inside America are scary people because of how much we like violence and how much we like guns. So,
We'll have all the good old boys, all the rednecks. We'll have the Bloods and Crips on the same team, just taking people out. And at the end of the night, they're all drinking Mexican beer.
and and there's a history for that. During World War II, the Italian mafia was asked to quietly intervene in that war and to help out in the home front. So and it's true. And so there's actually a history of the Italian mafia and the Irish mafia coming together to work together in the best interest of the country. So I
If
don't
I
know
see a
why.
random dude coming up on me with a suit, I'm like, I'm gonna I'm gonna
Yeah.
disappear. I'm about to get whacked.
After we repelled the invaders, we go back to fighting with each other. But
Hmm.
I do really believe that. It's kind of like that whole thing in a family. I can call my brother a butt wipe, but don't you call my brother a butt wipe type of thing.
It's like me and my friend, that owns, Gunny's All American Burger. He's diehard, polar opposite of me.
But
But
his food
we,
sucks now.
yeah, because we talked about that. But we get along. Other than that, because we can change the subject, talk about food, music, this, that, and other, and just be fine and cordial. But I try to be cordial, like I've kept my mouth shut.
But I think there are so many people in America that have guns that and ammunition stored up
The
that
ratio in the U.S. is 100 guns to one person.
well, we need to double that because it's good for the economy.
Let me go buy some guns, damn it.
So, but that's what I think. I think now, but that's an invading force. I think the American people can handle the invading force. The problem is the American population going to be alive after the missiles have bombed the hell out of the country? Is there going to, because that's what you do to attack a country, right? You don't send your ground force in first, you soften it up with artillery, and then you bring in the ground forces.
Um, Japan knows how we bring the party.
Well, and that's one thing. I don't think Americans are afraid of dropping big bombs. I do think the American population, whether you like them or not, I think when push comes to shove, if they say, "Look, it's either us or you. We're gonna nuke your ass," and that's how it is.
It's like
And we're
when
gonna,
there's like a whole bunch of crap going down in Mindanao here, and back when the former president was in office, he said, "F you, Obama, don't need your help."
yep,
So what do? We just bombed the damn thing, got rid of the Abu Sayyaf. You guys are good now.
yep. And it's amazing what can happen. So it's
Hmm.
kind of crazy.
The
Today,
Philippines is a non-NATO friend of the U.S.
yeah.
The U.S. we help out the Philippines. We helped them out. The liberation deal.
Well, but why we do that is because we wouldn't want them to go to China. We don't
Mm.
want them to be friends with China.
Oh hell no! China's friends with Russia.
Right. And Russia's come out today supporting Iran's bombing on Israel. So it's like, Jesus Christ, people. Can't you people just take a freaking chill pill and go eat some McDonald's? You know,
Right.
but who knows? I got to quit watching the news because this live stream was a bummer.
Yeah, it's
So
like me. Like I just watch like random stuff on YouTube. Body cam videos. Just random. Actually, I think I ran about Karen videos. I think I probably watched too many
Karen
of those.
videos, yeah, they get old. I get
Um,
some Karens.
People stealing a Walmart. It's just a whole bunch of random stuff. Yesterday, I was watching comedians just rip up freaking the hecklers in the audience.
Hmm.
Especially, I seen one with Joe Rogan. I'm like, oh shit! I thought he was gonna jump off the stage and just kill somebody. I'm like, this dude just shut up and just disappear, dude. Because Joe Rogan was going off. Then the guy in the audience, the hecklers, said the the T word I don't like, and he's like, "Oh no, you're gone." That was it.
The T word, treat.
No.
Tree word. The T word in my house that is bad is treat. You can't
Oh,
use the word treat in my house.
I don't think I ever taught my dog that because it
And
just gets random stuff.
Henry, you're right, and that's. I'm a little irritated today because I watch the news too damn much.
I
So
try to watch like something that makes me laugh, like stuff like I see on the internet or people I told you this one crackhead dude just talking all kinds of crap that he has nothing to know about, and the veteran just put him in his place. You know, I just watch other stuff like something happy, funny. It could be about dogs, cats, or animals.
well, I usually try to do educational stuff, but today was so concluded with the floods and the hurricane coming and the big announcement about the $750 and how proud they are. Then they, today's everything was in the news today. Everywhere you turn, I mean, it was this and that and that and this and that, and it was like the strike is going on and all the. I mean, it was like a crazy thing today. I'm like, man, how much shit can we have to talk about in one day?
Yeah, it's
You
like
know,
me. I see the crazy train wreck, and I just look around like I can't personally do anything about it. Kind of
that's correct.
sucks. I can't. I can't. All I can say is, not really sucks to be you. That'd be like a middle finger, but like I can't help you. So me, I just try to find something to occupy my time. Try to be happy and be
Yeah,
thankful
well,
for
I got
what
to
I
go
have
vote.
in the present, I guess.
One thing I got to do is I have to vote. I always vote, and they should choose. There you, yeah, Scotty's right. They should choose two YouTubers to do presidential debate. Maybe we can get some fun questions. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
You
be
should
one of the
choose.
YouTubers.
Don't choose Mr. Beast because he's another one that wants to stay out of prison.
Yeah, I think you got to choose people like me, Scotty. Just a normal, small, all-American boy, and you know, I would be
It's
happy.
a good old boy.
That's right. I would like to do it. But I would ask them all the same questions and make them answer the damn question. So that's not what I asked. I asked, where is your answer for this? Quit
No beating
doing
around.
it.
No beating around the bush.
Just tell me your damn answer. If you can't tell me the answer, just say, I can't tell you the answer because I lied about when I was in Beijing. Just speak
Yep.
the damn truth.
hmm
Quit lying.
Let me
If you
get
don't
back to you
know,
on that, but let me push this campaign. No,
mm,
answer the question, then you can do whatever you want there for the
that's
rest
right. Answer the
of
damn question. And if you don't have an answer, just say, I don't have an answer. I'm an idiot. And that's okay.
Is it daytime or nighttime? Well,
Both.
uh,
I watch boring commercials in the news. I like to watch a lot of old CSI shows. I watch a lot of the old criminal shows like Criminal Minds and CSI,
Oh, I
and
used to watch those all the time.
that's what I do. And I play games on my iPad, and um, but but I'm working on my YouTube stuff too. So I'm trying to turn it into something. So I've been doing that, but um, you know, I do got to do some studying because we have some issues on the ballot here in Arkansas that when Lorelai and I go to vote, and we will vote, that I need to make sure I understand those issues on the ballot. So I've already printed that off and I'm reading those. I've read them once and now I need to reread them again in a day or two so that I can really to figure out how I'm going to vote about this issue or that issue in the state of Arkansas. So I am working on that. And I'm always trying to figure out how to better make money, how to invest my money and what little
I
money I
think
have.
Arkansas is the highest in teen pregnancy.
Now that's Mississippi. Henry knows that.
One of the places.
Oh, there you go. You don't you ever wonder what brand of underwear supplies? No, not really. Not underwear. I wonder more about.
We need a presidential underwear model.
I could do that. I could be your underwear. You want to see mine? Give me a super chat and I'll show you my underwear.
I don't want to see no damn thongs. No, 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 no.
What I want to know is back. I guess real simply, how how much is a gallon of milk? When's the last time you went to Walmart? You know, how much do you pay to have your yard taken care of? What's the name of your gardener? Do these people actually have any clue what us day to day people go through? Do you know how much this tropical shirt at J.C. Penney would cost? You know, do you have a clue about any of this shit? Do you know how much a truck driver makes in a year on the average? You know, do you? How long does it take to get from Dallas to Little Rock, Arkansas in a car if you're driving? Do you know any of this normal bullshit that we have to deal with every freaking day? How long does a normal person have to wait to get into the doctor's office? How much does people pay for their copays? You know? So, yeah. Right
Um,
in.
Inflation is not only in the U.S; it is worldwide. That's what people do not understand.
That's a good question too.
Everybody blames it on the U.S. and whoever's in office right now because they don't like Biden and they don't like the Indian black girl. But it's not. They don't make up prices for anything. They don't.
Corporate greed. Scotty's wanting to know if maybe they wear the same T-shirt more than once. Yeah, I mean, how old are the shoes that you have on, Mister President? What? I have shoes on. I didn't know I had shoes on. But
They're Velcro.
where did I get? Where did you buy your shoes at? You know. But the real question is, who went and bought your shoes for you? Because I have to drive up to the New Balance store in Branson, Missouri, so that I can get the best deal on New Balance shoes because that's what I like. Sorry, Skechers. I'm a Skechers guy now. Shout out.
Oh, you're a skater boy.
Yeah. So I got to
Those
drive.
are those are skateboarder shoes or
Yeah,
Skechers.
I wear Skechers now.
I remember when those came out when it was a JNCO, Jenko, freaking baggy ass jeans came out, and the skateboarders are wearing those, go skateboarding in. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might know about those. I've never worn a pair of Skechers because they're kind of expensive. Because my mom used to shop at Kohl's, and I seen it. My mom's like, "You want some?" I'm like, "Hey, no." You seen the Vans shoes? No, I don't skateboard. I don't want those.
I love Skechers. They're the best shoe out there in the market. Hell to Skechers. Hell to Skechers. Yes, I will be your brand ambassador.
Oh, fuck my
Send me
life.
send me a contract. Hey, you got Skechers right there, you bitch.
These are Walmart
Oh,
1489 a
you got
pair.
Walmart S shoes.
Oh yeah, these are Walmart special. All the shoes I have here in this house, these and other ones are falling apart and not falling apart. Oh, they're from Walmart.
Scotty's right. That would be a good question. What type of music do you jam out to on Air Force One? Scotty likes Skechers.
And the song "Rocking in My Air Force."
Right here. I'm a brand ambassador. Somebody send me a contract so I can sign because I need some money so my wife will be rich when I'm dead. So, Arch Fit Skechers slippers, 4 years old, big fat guy wearing them. I still wear them every day. They're still in great shape. $100.
And
$100.
everybody that's listening and watching, if he does get signed up on Skechers, the endorsement, and since he's going to get new shoes for free to show you guys, that pair right now he will autograph.
I will. 4 years old. They've traveled the world, every cruise I've been on in the Philippines. I wear them every day. I paid $100 for these damn things. I wear them daily, and they're still in great shape. Just saying.
Dang.
Skechers, give me that contract. I need some money.
The
I
most
don't want
expensive
my
shoes I ever bought were Nike shoes. I think I paid probably what is it about? It was over 10,000 pesos
I hate Nikes.
at the Nike store. I don't know where those things are at now, but they were falling apart. Soles fell off of
Yeah,
them.
I don't like them.
It had leather, shiny leather on them, and it just disintegrated because it was pleather.
Just, just remember, I'm reinventing the English language, and now I'm pimping for a Skechers spokesman contract because I need my wife to have a house that's paid for before I die or when I die, which may not be that long from now. So I need her to be debt free. So Skechers, come and get me, baby.
New Balance. Aren't New Balance? Those are
I
the
used to
dad
wear those.
the dad shoes, the yard work, the lawn mowing shoes.
I
And they gotta
used
be
to
white.
be,
And they gotta be all green when you come back.
yeah, I used to be a New Balance guy. I paid $180 a pair for New Balances that were extra wide running shoes that worked great. But when I found the Skechers, I'm like, these Skechers are way better than New Balances. So I gave up New Balances and kicked them to the curb and switched.
Yeah, I
I
usually
used to
get
pay
like
$180 for a pair of New Balances, and I got about 8 months out of them, walking in them every day at the college.
I used to, well, used to, I guess I can say used to because I've been here for quite a minute. Go to Walmart, 12 wide or 12E if they had it, whatever. Cheap ones via
Yeah.
Skechers or whatever, some generic crap for like 12.99 or 11.99. I'm like, okay. My mom was like, "Hey, you need to try those on." I'm like, "Hey, no, my dude, I know how they work."
Scotty says that he's found the New Balances in the Philippines and they're more comfortable than Skechers. Maybe they're the new Bulens ones. Or maybe they're New Bulens, not New Balance, New Bulens.
We get them fresh from China.
That's the president on Scotty B shows. I wonder what brand name socks the president wears. Do you think he wears name brand socks? Well, look, if you got money, I guess you do. But what name brand socks do you guys wear, Scotty? What brand? I know what I wear. Jack, what kind of brand do you wear? Henry, what
Hanes.
kind of socks do you wear?
I got Hanes, but I can't say that they're from the U.S. But I know they came from the U.S. But they're probably China or something like that.
They're Heinz.
Heinz 57. 'Cause you never know.
I
I'm a Heinz 57 person myself.
I hate wearing socks personally, but I'm very particular about the socks I do wear. Very, very particular. And mine are Fruit of the Loom, and they're a certain model of Fruit of the Loom socks. And that's it. The only ones I'll buy for myself. I do have some dress socks that are very expensive dress socks, but now that I don't dress up anymore, they're just sitting in the closet somewhere.
They're all sad in the closet. They won't wear a
Back, back when I taught, I used to have to look decent. Now I can dress like a bum and get away with it. Scotty says he doesn't know the name of his socks. Filipino babies, take care, everybody. God bless. Back to you, Filipino babies.
Bye.
Appreciate
How long?
you.
Take care.
We'll probably see you in the morning when I get up. Well, my socks are named left foot, right foot. Just just so you know, that's what
Mine are universal.
So,
Because sometimes I don't know my left and my right, so kill two birds with one stone, or two stones.
I have to hide. What I do at this house is I got 6 pairs of my socks that I hide from Lorelei because if she runs out of socks and can't find hers or they didn't get washed in time, she starts digging through my crap. So I've learned to put old crappy ones where she can find them, so she'll steal those and leave my 6 really good ones alone in case I need them.
You get your stash.
So I got my stash of socks. Skechers!
I'm sure people here see me walking around because I always wear socks in my shoes. I don't wear sandals because I have ugly feet.
I hate wearing socks.
Yeah, these are these things can pull up to your freaking knee.
You got old people socks. You're not cool at all.
Yeah.
I wear ankle socks because I'm cool.
I think I have maybe 3 or 4 pair of ankle socks.
Henry is saying goodbye to you, bye. He hopes.
Aww. Or in the Philippines, say, eee.
I don't wear tall socks unless I wear boots. And I only have 1 pair of cowboy boots. And I haven't worn them in 5 years. So I don't even know if they fit me. They're brand new. I only wore them 3 times. They're really nice. I just don't know if they fit me anymore. I haven't worn them in years.
It's like if I pull these socks up to my knees, and I'm walking around in my shorts, people might think I'm not black. Might think I'm Mexican or something like that.
I just don't like to wear.
Sorry, Mexicans.
I only wear socks when it's cold out, and I got to keep my. Well, one thing you got to understand with all of my health issues, my feet literally has no feeling in them whatsoever. So I bump into things to my feet all the time and don't know it. And then I'll look down and I'll have a big cut on them, the skin is missing and shit because I can't feel my feet. So, but if I'm going to be out in the winter and I'm going to go somewhere, then I'll put socks on. But I don't wear socks. Henry's laughing at you, Jack, But I don't know what kind of socks the president wears, if he wears any. See, that's the problem. If I became president, I would still want to dress like this. Like a bum.
You'd probably be the first sitting president to be wearing open-toe sandals,
Yeah.
slip-ons with some. She might as well go for it. Put socks on. Mismatched socks. Mismatch. You're making a statement.
That's it.
I don't mess around. These countries want to us.
That's
My
it.
socks. Look, I'm serious. Look at my socks. Camera pan down.
Scotty wore his hiking boots to the Philippines, but he hasn't worn them since I got my shoes. Good. Hiking boots are too heavy on the feet in the Philippines. Too hot.
Scotty B, do you know Red Wing shoes?
Yeah, Red Wing boots.
No, those are good. They're expensive,
Yeah.
but if you don't like them, they'll fix it. They'll make that right for you. But they're expensive, but they're good, durable.
Yeah, we had a company here that would give out employee vouchers for Red Wings. You could get up to 50% off your Red Wings.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we had a couple of the companies that I did consulting work that would give nice discounts for Red Wings. And I had a buddy of mine. Well, I wonder what happened to those. I had a buddy of mine that worked for Workwear Safety that gave me like a $700 pair of boots. I wonder what happened to those. They were last year's model. He was the vendor, and they were coming. He was bringing in new product, and he always came to my conferences. And he's like, "Man, Dave, these boots are like $700 retail." I said, "But I think they would fit you perfectly, and I don't need them anymore." So I'm like, "Okay."
Me and Scotty B, we think alike.
Walmart shoe guy. Yeah, I'm a Skechers guy. I buy Skechers only now.
It's
I
like
can't.
I buy these Skechers from like $15, but I got the Vias at Walmart for like 55.
I just believe
I
that.
splurged, but those
You
are like
know,
I don't know where they're at.
I just believe you get what you pay for. And when it comes to shoes and my feet, I want a good product. And I wear Walmart shoes out faster than toilet paper.
Nike shoes, I think it's just the name. You're paying for a name for something me and Scotty would buy, well, that's even worse, cheaply made because you're just paying for that name, Nike, you know, like iPhone, like 14, 15, 16, probably a same model.
I bought a pair of Nikes a long time ago. And after I wore them for about a week, I hated them. And so I gave them away to somebody else at the college. I hated Nikes. I hated it. I won't ever wear a pair.
It's like
Go
like these,
Skechers!
it's like these cheap shoes. They're they feel comfy. These are breathable ones, but yeah, I'm not a sandal guy because like my feet are already messed up since hereditary. Thanks, mom, for the bunions and the rest of her family and grandparents.
All right, guys, it's about time for me to get off of here tonight. It's getting late. I'll probably wake up early and do a live stream in the morning, a YouTube one only. I seem to have better luck with those and have more fun, kind of, But Scotty, what did you say here about hiking boots? Hiking boots, just because I'll tell you a funny story real quick, and then we'll get off. All the time, never knew how much rain and mud I would be running into. I had a pair of hiking boots for about 25 years. Back when I was young and poor, I spent a couple $100 on a really good pair of boots to go fishing in, right? Nice, loved them, they fit great, they were comfortable, and I would wear them off and on when I needed to, and I kept them in good shape. A couple years ago, granted, I hadn't worn them in probably 5 or 6 years. A couple years ago, I went fishing with a buddy. I got my fishing boots out, and we take off and go fishing. And we're in this riverbed. This is before my health really tanked. And we're fishing in this riverbed that's kind of muddy and gravelly, right? And before I know it, my soles are gone off of my shoes. They disintegrated. The stitching all apparently disintegrated.
Whoops.
Oh my God! I'm just like and I had to go fishing barefoot for quite a while because I wasn't going to stop fishing just because I didn't have any shoes on, you know.
It's like you have already a heavy pair of boots on, and you're just walking through all this crap, all this mud and stuff, and it's just adding up. So it's like a snowball effect. The more you walk, you're like, what the hell? This is so heavy. What the?
Clumpy.
Hmm.
All right, everybody, take care. Be safe. I'm going to go watch some TV, relax, maybe grab a bite, go to bed, and try to pretend I'm smart, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to do. But
I'm smarter than a kindergartner.
Yeah, bedtime sounds good for me because it's getting late. So, Hopefully everybody's doing well. Remember, if you see Kiko, to wish him condolences about his mama and all of that good stuff. So everybody take care, and we will see you guys later.